right, so my presentation is on Aphex Twin, which is the electronic music project of Richard David James, which was born in 1971. He was born in Ireland, but he grew up in the small town of Cornwall in the United Kingdom. He never really liked it there. He always wanted to go live in London. He knew right away he wouldn't stay in that town. He started to create some music and some compositions when he was 14 years old. He would drive his mother crazy apparently because he had all these gadgets to make some noises, and they had a piano also, and he would always play something not necessarily pretty, so apparently it was pretty hard on his mother. Eventually he decided to move to London to study electronics. That was at Kingston Polytechnic School. He decided to quit after a year because he wanted to pursue his musical career, so he wanted to take more time for music, so he didn't complete that program. In 1992, his first official album comes out. It's called Selected Ambient Works 85 to 92. At that point, he had a lot of compositions made, but he decided to take a bunch and make an album. It was released on a Belgian label. It was still really underground at that point, but it was the first official album. He received really good critics for that, and at that point he was still just using a computer and his keyboard. It was really a simple setup, and his music was described as ambient techno, but nowadays it's really often described as intelligent dance music. This album was really influenced by his beginning of being a DJ in clubs. He was being a DJ in Cornwall for like a few years, but then this album came out. He really wanted to make something you could dance to, even though it was really complex. At that point, so it was still pretty underground, but he started eventually to become popular with songs like Come to Daddy and Window Liquor, which was in 1997 and 1999. Come to Daddy reached 16th position in the United Kingdom charts. He collaborated with many artists such as Beck, Bradley Strider, Curve, The Gentle People, The Lemonheads, Nine Inch Nails, Philip Glass, Saint Etienne, and he even said in an interview that some songs he didn't get credit for, but apparently like really huge hits he's been part of, but it's like a secret and nobody knows except himself and whatever artist was concerned. To this day, it's still really secret. Some offers that have like didn't work entirely is with artists like Madonna and Limp Bizkit, so perhaps that could have been something. I'm going to talk a bit about his personality. This guy is seen as an odd character in interviews and from his purchases. Like he bought a tank and a submarine, even though he rarely uses them. He said he uses his tank every once in a while, but it stays at his parents' house. When his album Come to Daddy was really popular and made it to the charts up to 16th position, he decided to withdraw it because he really wasn't comfortable with popularity, and he didn't agree with people being forced to hear his music. I'm going to talk about a bit about the impact Aphex Twin has had in the music world. A really popular artist right now called Skrillex that does dub music has said that Film was his all-time favorite song. Another important song is Come to Daddy, pop song with that heavily relies on digital signal processing. And another song is Window Liquor, that's quite complex, but it's presented in a sort of a pop structure with a few sections, even though in fact there's really many sections to this song. His music videos are really iconic. Like the video for Come to Daddy is really scary with little kids running around with sort of a montage of his face, or like I guess masks of Richard's faces on them. It's really scary. He's considered like a pioneer of IDM, which is intelligent dance music, but he really disagrees with that. He doesn't like the idea of some music being intelligent and some music being stupid. Paul Lester of Guardian magazine said he was the most inventive and influential figure in contemporary electronic music. And it is believed that Aphex Twin influenced Radiohead's change of direction around the album Kid A, which was in 2001. Basically, his music from the 90s is still very relevant today, which is quite an exceptional thing, considering electronic music tends to be very disposable and go away within a few years.